Good morning, everybody. This is your girl Bella J. It is Sunday morning chit chat, and I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt. I don't give a rat's. You heard it. And I don't give a rat's, booty. I don't. I want to answer a question from Samira, I believe it was. Somebody asked me, maybe it was Lorraine. I don't know who asked me what, but I am going to show you the foundation that I used in that look for mood time, and that was my Milani 03 Natural Light Conceal Perfect. The color 03 Natural Light. And I use it in combination with Winky Lux Diamond Powder in medium. So I don't know if you can really truly see. Depending on, you can see the different undertones. You see how yellowy or peachy it is. And look at that. That's not too bad. I believe I made a mistake in that look and I didn't put on a primer on my face. Don't ask me that. I did another video like that. I'm going to post it at the end where I was playing around with makeup again. And I did it again. I put on the powder without putting on a primer. Goodness. You have to put on a primer. Now let's see if I can find that lippy color, which people were asking about, which I find it to be beautiful. From Absolute New York. It's a velvet lippy, buttery matte lip cream. And this is in the color AVL22 and Vampette. So it smells great. I love it. Local beauty supply stores, especially around the city here in the 5 boroughs, usually carry this. They carry also J-Cat. You'll find a lot of other stuff. So that's not too shabby. And I have a lot of stuff. I look at this and I'm like, OMG. Yeah. I just have to get my own place. I thought about getting a large studio. And then I said a 1-bedroom, and to create a perfect, there is perfection in what you create. Everybody says there's no such thing as perfect, but can I tell you something? You ever was in that mood and you cooked something and it literally came out to perfection? Your love, your heart. It wasn't even a matter of sweat. The natural flow went through you to what you did, what you created. That's perfection. And I know my living space, where I'm going to live at, wherever I'm going to find it at, is going to be my perfection. I'm just not sure where to live because I'm looking for new employment. There is Queens, there is Brooklyn, and of course there's here in the Bronx. I gotta have my own space. When you don't want to share your space, when you want things to a T, the way you like it, no deviation, then yes, you must live on your own. I would love to just live someplace else. I always wanted to live down south and have some land, but I'm not a bugsy, I'm not an outdoorsy type of person. I do like forests. I'm fascinated with forests. Oh my gosh, tall trees, grass, little bushes here, berry bushes, and just you're walking through and it's amazing. It really is amazing. That really is something else. And then the fear comes in of letting go of what you've grown up with, of letting go of all that you know. Like, you're like wondering, where do I go? Can I do this? It's not a matter of being on my own. If you have your driver's license, right? You have your savings. You don't already got your place or whatever, living wherever. You have your driver's license. You have a good savings account. You maintained everything. You found a great job. You did everything. What is the problem? I fear not having, I don't know. There is no excuse. It's BS. It's true BS. I don't know why I do this. This is why I'm in counseling. And I will be speaking to my doctor this Wednesday because I keep messing up the appointment, missing it. You know, when I was younger, I'm going to use a fun fact because Makeup Dolls started that. I was a runaway. It's not a fun fact, but it is a fun fact. I loved running and exploring and just going out there because I wasn't allowed to. And the situation, which I'm not going to get into, the situation wasn't a healthy situation when I was younger, and my escape, my only escape, was running away. This is because I was allowed to watch all those movies on HBO, and there was a lot of runaways, people getting on the bus. I was trying to get on the Greyhound bus, and I was looking for the bus depot. The bus depot in the Bronx was where the MTA puts all the buses at. It is not the Port Authority. I didn't know that. Shoot. Back then, as you look at it now, I'm cracking a smile, but it's not good. Back then, that's how a lot of, prostitution took place and pedophilia and all that stuff, because young girls running away and trying to get, you had people who, they paid their buses and brought them to another state. I was trying to go to California. I was trying to go anywhere else but New York. I wanted to get away. I honestly did. Now that I'm an adult, I've been to LA. Well, I went to visit, and not the main part, the strip and all that, none of that. I went to Durham for the day, Durham, North Carolina. I've been to Raleigh, but at my friend's house. I've been to Silver Spring, Maryland for the day, for a few hours to go eat while we stood in Alexandria, Virginia on King Street. The King Street station, there was the Wyndham Hotel up there. We went to DC. I've been around that way. Not really anywhere else. I haven't been to Miami since 1997. I was always a runaway. I didn't stop running till I hit almost 18. 17 or 18, I stopped running. It was because I finally understood that the person loved me. And there was no need to test her anymore. But before that, that was when I was in the group home, I just wasn't happy in my environment. Sometimes I think about just getting up and leaving, just cashing in everything and saying, just go. I could care less about being vested in the pension. You get those feelings that you want to run. Like, I just want to travel. Not like a vagabond. Not, on the trains and all that. No. I wouldn't mind driving in a van with a, bedding in the back and just sleeping in it, finding a rest stop or whatever, but just driving and seeing this beautiful country. But responsibility takes hold, and it becomes relevant. How do you live? How do you do this? Shouldn't matter what I do. If you could plan it out all you want and still people deviate from the plan. It is never saw coming. I don't know. That's the quote for today. I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't know what to do. This is kind of one of those moments where you're like, you know what, Bella? Excuse my language. Fuck everybody else. You don't worry about anything else. Who pays your bill? The reaction would be, I have to look myself in the mirror. Who pays your bills? Who buys your food? Who does everything for you? That's the only way I could think about it, because I've been doing this for so long, since I had my daughter. I didn't want to be on welfare, so I got off of welfare. I had got my associate degree before I finally got off of public assistance. And then, I made sure Shakira was okay, and make sure everything was all right, and then I got a job. I used to work in a deli counter, so I know how to cut meats and the weigh and everything. I know how to slice that deli meat and your cheeses where it's nice and thin, and you get your money's worth. I learned how to get 5 cashews in a little bag for 25 cents when I worked in TSS. I knew how to maneuver that scale so I can get what I wanted. All you need is a taste, quarter's worth, and that was it. But that was back in the days. I know how to weigh my food at the pound and spend only $5 or less. You got to use your hand as the weight mechanism. You know what pieces of meat to take, what fish or rice or anything you want. so it doesn't go past a certain amount. I know how to maneuver that. Doesn't matter what you know, how to maneuver your life and the decisions you make. You know, I know what you're going to say. Bella, you could do anything you want to do. And I know that. The priorities and the right thing to do is to stay employed and whatever. But is that the right thing to do for ourselves, for our happiness, for our sanity? I love trees. I love forests. I love trails. I love nature. But out here, nature and the forest, there's no really forest, but the bugs. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs at all. The reality is my daughter's not 20. She's not 2 years old. She's going to be 25 this year. So what is holding me back? In this sense, who is holding me back? And the only person that's holding me back is me. I like these moments we talk. That's my reality. These are fun facts. These are interesting facts. I'm going to call them interesting facts, not fun facts. That's an interesting fact that I was a runaway. Yep, I was a runaway. That's an interesting fact. So I'm not going to use fun facts. We're going to call this interesting facts about Bella. Interesting fact is I was a runaway. And I still get that feeling. There are times that I don't want to pay the bills. And I just want to keep the money in there and watch it grow. But being a grown-up, being an adult, you don't mess around. Business first, playtime later. With that being said, thank you so much for being here today. I want to welcome all my new people to my channel. Thank you so much. And yeah, Makeup Doll is a cutie. She's a sweetheart. Her fun facts are interesting. So I'll put the channel below if you want to see makeup looks, you know, the true transformations that she does. And, you know, when you want to go glam, watching her over and over again. Any YouTuber, any guru, makeup guru here on the tube. Trust and believe. You watch them long enough, you're going to pull out your shadows, your naked palette or something, and you're going to get to going. Like in here, my favorite shadow is Limit and Nooner. These are my two favorite shadows here. Limit and Nooner. This broke, so I took it out. This one keeps coming out. This is okay. I've been using these two. I use these two from time to time, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shadows I don't utilize. I have touched that one. So 6 shadows are underutilized, and that's another fun fact or interesting fact. Isn't it annoying to buy something so big, so pricey, and you only use maybe 4 out of it? Is it worth the price point? You find out how much a pod cost of Urban Decay, their shadow pods, and then compare it to this. So think about it that way. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and we will be back another day. Oh, and yes, you're wondering, where's that makeup look? Where's the makeup tutorial? Crazy look number 2. It'll be posted Monday. It's scheduled for Monday afternoon. I do apologize. I was extremely tired, and I just finished uploading it and putting it to schedule, and I figured, why not? It was pre-filmed, and I don't want to put 2 in one day, so it is up for Monday in the afternoon. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Later.